Hey everyone, I'm just going to do this quick video. I know a lot of you have been doing these. I have not been kind of had the time to start packing fillers. I did start doing a few of kind of like school supplies fillers. I did start them. I can finally get back into doing my videos, my unboxings, and all that stuff. It's been a very stressful few days. I know you guys know that watch my videos that I am a cat lady. I have 3 of my own that are with me upstairs, and me and my guy have one that lives down here. Mine do not like his, the one that's down here. She tries to be friends. She doesn't try to attack them, but when she's provoked, she will defend herself, of course. Very, very late. It was like past 11 o'clock Friday night. I don't know how to explain this. It doesn't make it a very long story, but the cat down here, Precious, and my littlest one, Pixie, my orange and white one, they got in a scuffle out on the back deck, which is, I have a little back deck that goes, actually have half an emergency exit. It's not fully to the ground, which is in no way legal for an apartment building, but anyways, our landlord knows that, but you know, we have a lot of landlords around here that don't care about stuff like that. They just care about getting the rent money. Anywho, my little deck leads down to the little one-story roof that's in the back. And that one-story roof is right by my guy's bathroom. And he leaves his bathroom window up. Precious goes in and out. She can also come up. She has come up and visited me a lot of times, but my cats do not like her. So they always end up getting in a scuffle or something happens like that. Anyways, Friday night, it was after 11 o'clock. We heard a scuffle. We went out to see, and the only thing I seen on the roof was Pixie's collar. And it was right on the edge of the roof, almost in the rain gutter. So I grabbed a flashlight and I looked down onto the backyard and I seen Precious on the ground. That was freak mode because Precious, she's never been out since we rescued her, same as Pixie. We rescued actually both of them. Precious was in the woods by a friend's house. And Pixie we found on a road that we traveled quite a bit on. We almost ran her over. She was literally in the road. We figured she was on the road to try to find bugs to eat. She was a very, very small kitten. She was only a pound. And it was the worst case of flea-ridden cat I've ever seen. Anyways, we rescued both of them. They've never been outside since, and now they were literally out back on the ground. We live dead in a town, like dead heart in town, and there's a lot of outdoor cats that people like to leave them out. I absolutely hate seeing cats outside in this town because there is crazy drivers. There's a lot of drivers that drive fast, especially on our street, which is a long straight stretch. And we also have raccoons, and we definitely have coyotes in this town. So, and cats definitely go missing and never come back. So I am in freak mode. We both run out back. We don't really run because we don't want to freak them out even more, but I made the mistake we should have took both driveways, because there's two driveways that lead on each side of the apartment that lead out back. I should have, if I was sensible at the time, I should have went on the other driveway so we both met them on either side, but I did not. We went down one driveway. Precious was actually crying. She was freaking out because she was literally trying to climb the wall to get back up on the roof. She was freaking. We caught her fine. Pixie, I seen her and she bolted towards the other driveway, and she has been missing since, coincidentally, around the same time. Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. Coincidentally, around the same time since last night. So, you know, today's Monday. So she ran Friday night around 11 something. It was after 11. The next day, you know, we have been searching so much and worrying, praying, and, you know, all I can, you know, the devil is behind me just saying, you know, she's going to get eaten by a coyote. She's going to get run over. She's never coming back. And I'm just praying and crying and praying, and we're searching, and there's no sign of her. Saturday night around the Saturday, I literally handed out and posted over 40 flyers. And Saturday night, I had just gotten into bed. It was a little bit past 11 o'clock, and I get a phone call, but it's, area code was quite far away from here, so I figured, no, it's probably like a spam number. But they called again, so I answered, and it was one of the nearby houses that I had given a flyer to. I talked to them personally. They said they would look out and watch, and he said, I literally just seen her cross the street up here. So I got up. I didn't even change. I still had my pajamas. And it was quite mild out, so it was warm. I didn't need a jacket. I got my dad, we got flashlights, and we went out and we searched. Could not find her. No sign of her. So back to bed, crying. And Sunday was a very long day. I had church in the morning, and then we spent our first day finally packing the group boxes. We were there literally till 5 o'clock. And then I had to come home, get something really quick for supper, and go to work. And we've been finding the best time to search, you know, if an outdoor cat gets out and is not used to outdoors, is the quietest time, which is late at night when it's dark. The traffic is minimal, and my work shift is at night after closing hours. So as soon as I get home, you know, I grab something small like a bowl of cereal or something, a granola bar, and then I'm out searching. So I got home last night. It was after 11 o'clock. And grabbed a quick bowl of cereal because I was quite hungry. And I'm like, I'm going back out. I'm like, Dad, you have to come with me, because if Mom knows I'm out in the town, I mean, it's not a horribly bad town crime-wise, but anyways, Mama worries a lot. And I said, if she finds out I've gone out alone in the dark, you know, at night, she's gonna be after you. She's gonna have a few words for you. So Dad was like, all right, we'll go back out. this video is turning out so long, I decided to just make an update video because I haven't been unboxing in a little while, and this is because of my cat situation, my lost kitty situation. So continuing on, I know there's a few of you that will care about this, so I'm just gonna share it. So I was getting ready to go back out last night. It was after 11 again, and Dad said, well, me and Greg were already out. My friend, that is actually the friend we found Precious at, she was coming in town. She lives about, I'd say about 20 minutes away from this town. And she was coming in every morning and, going around the roads, calling for her. And I'm like, I'm going to be the only one she comes to because, Greg teases her constantly. So she doesn't really like him. I'm the one that she comes to. I'm the one that, I'm most bonded to. So anyways, my friend, she's been coming in the mornings, walking the roads, calling her, bless her heart. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a recording of me calling her. And I sent it to my friend. I said, hey, use this, she'll recognize my voice. She's not going to recognize yours. So she was using it down behind, there's a dirt road in behind our place, quite a ways back, but still there. And there's a really old, dirty recycling depot for deposits that is, there's lots of rats back there and everything like that. And there's lots of old buildings back there anyways. So she was walking that and she was using my recording. And she said, I swear I heard a cat cry, but nothing came out. She said it could have been those dang birds that sound like cats too. So later on, I was still at church, of course, because I was still there till 5. Greg, after he came back from church, he went out searching. He used the recording. I sent it to him too. And I can't remember if he said, I think at one point he said, I thought I heard rustling, like something hiding, but it could have been a rat. But he walked around, did the same thing. And then later on, I believe it was when I was at work at the time, he went out back at our backyard. And I had done a few tips that I know of to do when an outdoor cat gets, or an indoor cat gets out and you're trying to get them back home, like putting out your clothes so they can smell your scent, their scent, their litter box. I put out one of her beds that she sleeps on out on the deck. I did put that out, but I didn't want to put any food out or a live trap because I would be feeding and trapping all the other cats, because I get a lot of neighborhood cats that come to my backyard. So he went out back after he walked around. He actually, I did off more flyers the other day and he posted those and talked to a few people. We kind of branched further from the radius we were at first, because the longer they're out, they'll adjust and they can most definitely branch out. And that's what I did not want to happen. So after he was done his walk, Dad went with him and he went out back and sat and played my recording. and just prayed, just like, God, just please let Pixie come back to her, because she is an absolute wreck, and it breaks his heart when I'm upset about anything. So, he was out back, he was praying and everything, and so I come home, I'm getting ready to go back out, and it was after 11 o'clock, coincidentally again, and, I'm getting ready to go out, and Dad goes out on the back deck. We were constantly kind of, just looking, peeking. We can't see the backyard easily, so we can't really monitor the backyard a lot, constant, unless we put a camera out, I guess. But I don't know if that was really possible. So Dad comes back in, and the tone of his voice, I knew he was serious. He said, "Tracy, come here." And he had his really bright flashlight. It's literally like a spotlight. You can look like way over the back. And I come out, and he said, "Who is that?" And down our neighbor's house, they have a back deck, and they also had a sort of like a ramp, but it's just step drops after drops of stairs that just go down until it meets the ground. It's quite long. They built it for their dogs, because one of them had an injured foot, I guess. And it has a railing, of course, and she was sitting, sort of laying, like her butt was, her front paws were down, and no, she was sitting up, sorry. And she was just looking up at us, and my heart just dropped, and I was, I started bawling. I was, running down the stairs. My sneakers weren't even fully on. I grabbed the little container of treats that I was taking out, but that literally was bringing all the other cats around me and following me when I shook that. But I had planned last night when I went out, when I planned to go out, I was going to call treats, because that's another word. She knows what it is. Treats, supper, her name. There's a few other words she knows, and she just immediately chatters and talks, bugs, flies. She's a catcher. So, I'm practically bawling. Going out back, I slow my pace because I don't want to scare her. And I walk up to her. She turns and watches me. She doesn't look like she's gonna flee away, but she doesn't run to me. So I calmly walk up. I'm talking to her, so she knows who I am. And as soon as I say, "You want some treats?" in my little voice I use for my cats, the little baby voice some people have, and she perks up, she comes down and meets me, and she's gobbling those treats up like crazy. Like, this is 2 days she went without food, unless somebody else fed her, but I kind of doubt it. I think she was hiding a lot and not being used to being outside in a town with a lot of noises. And she's not friendly around strangers either. So I really feel like she was hiding most of the time. And she probably didn't get much to eat. So I couldn't just let her eat all the treats. I started to pet her. She flinched a little, but talking to her, petting her. Maybe she thought I was going to take the treats from her. I don't know, but she was obviously very hungry. And I just, I thought about just grabbing her so she doesn't get away, because I just did not want her to run again. But I just calmly petted her and I picked her up. And she's not one that likes to be held. None. She used to when she was little. She loved being held. She slept on my chest forever. When I was sitting on the couch, she'd be sleeping up here, or she was up here. She always wanted to be held, but now she doesn't. She got out of that when I started working full time, so I wasn't as home as much. So she kind of had to adjust, and she changed her I don't know what you call it. She just, kind of got out of, okay, mom's not home, so I can't cuddle. So, so I picked her up, talking to her. She didn't struggle at all. And usually it's within a few seconds as she starts to struggle. It's like she definitely doesn't like to be picked up. She did not struggle at all until I came around out front and I opened Greg's door, and then she beelined up inside, which wouldn't be comfortable for her because she hasn't been down here since we first brought her home, and we had to get her defleed and tested and everything like that. So we knew she was safe around the other cats. But she knew the little monster that's in here, and she wasn't really happy that I chose that door. But I needed to show Greg because he didn't know, and he was just so happy for me, and I was still crying, and she beelined through the bathroom window. The bathroom window was only open like this much, but she crawled through it and up the stairs to our deck. She scarfed down some food. I gave her a little bit more than normal because I didn't want to overfeed her, but she mounted down. She looks perfectly fine. There's no injuries, thank God. I might have seen a flea on her last night, so I keep checking her, but I'm not seeing any, so I'm gonna have to do like a really thorough look when she's nice and comfortable sleeping, which she actually let me do last night, but it was kind of dark, so but I'm just so relieved now. So now I can refocus and get back to videoing my boxes and unboxing. So I know you guys were looking at a table filled with hair accessories, so that's going to be a new video because I started talking about an update for you guys. Just in case you guys were wondering, hey, Trey hasn't posted an unboxing and it's, time is ticking. So now I can breathe a sigh of relief. Thank you, Lord. I've been thanking him so much that she came home. I kind of feel like knowing where she was spotted up there, and then she could have possibly meowed over there, and then she was in the backyard over there a little bit, but I kind of feel like maybe she picked up my scent because I was out back there a few times and I was over here a lot, so I kind of feel like maybe she was picking up my scent, and then she heard my voice on the recordings, and then it brought her back. So I'm so relieved that she's okay. So that's a little update from me. So the next videos are going to be a filler video, a filler idea video, and more unboxing. So I hope you guys are doing well. If you're done your boxes, I'm so envious. I know we're not supposed to be envious, but I'm trying. I got to get back into it now that a little bit of stress has been relieved. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. Take care. God bless. thank the Lord every day for your blessings, and we definitely have blessings, and there's definitely miracles that he gives us. Take care.